Okay, so initially I had another video that I wanted to upload this week, but unfortunately my mic wasn't working, so I talked for an hour without any sound. So I can't, and it was my second take already because the first one, I don't know, like the video lagged at some points and I wasn't able to like edit it like the way that it makes sense still. So I will have to retake that for a third time, and yeah, I needed a quick video that I can like film and edit to upload for this week. So I thought, why not get ready with you guys and yeah, let's talk a bit. So I thought I would show you my go-to makeup, and it's pretty simple because I like to keep it natural and I don't like too many products or like things in general on my face. So, and you can have it as a base for everything, like if you want a more glammy makeup, you can use this as a base and go with a glam eyeshadow look, or if you want something more fitting for another season, for example now it's autumn, you can change up the lip combo and stuff. So it's pretty basic, I would say. Okay, so I just put in some contact lenses because I literally cannot see without my glasses. That's how bad my eyes are. But yeah, now I can see a little bit. So, skincare, I don't do much. I have this like rose moisturizer from Turkey. It's pretty good. It's a little too scented for my liking, but it's fine. Like, it doesn't make my skin act up or anything. So I'm just gonna use this as a moisturizer. Normally I do my makeup and everything like with the mirror that's on my wardrobe, like attached to it. But because I can't do that right now, I'll have to use this. So that's basically it. I just use this moisturizer, nothing else. Sometimes, like once a week, I'll use a like aloe vera face mask, because my face needs a little more moisture. But other than that, I literally don't use anything else because with my skin, less is more. Is it like that in English too? Like weniger ist mehr, if you know what I mean. And then I use a chapstick. I use this one right now from Burt's Bees. Can you see it? I don't know. Does it focus? Yeah, Burt's Bees. It is in vanilla maple. I love the way this smells. I just love it. So yeah, as I said, initially I wanted to do another video, but God had other plans. So let's move on to makeup. I use concealer only, and I use this one from Max & More. I don't know if you can see it. It's a concealer from Action, literally, but it's really good. Like, it's very pigmented and it covers up a lot. I put it on the back of my hand and I go in with this like face brush from Eveline. I just dab the product in and then I start with my under eyes. I don't really have much going on under my eyes, like I don't have any dark circles or anything, but it looks nice when it's highlighted a little bit, so I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, I don't know if you can see a difference. Yeah, so let's talk books. Currently, I'm reading a few books actually, so like non-fiction, I'm reading a book about Palestine. It's called The 100 Years War on Palestine by Rashid Khalidi, I think it is. And so far, I'm still in the introduction, but like so far it's really good. Like, I already know so much more about the whole matter. Like, I actually didn't know that so many other parties were involved in it. Well, I could have thought so, but like I didn't really know. And yeah, it's nice to read about it. I want to be so much more educated on it because I keep on having discussions with other people and I just want to be able to shut them up without telling them to shut up. So yeah, the best way you can do that is with knowledge. So keep educating yourselves, guys. So I don't usually have much on my chin, but like sometimes I have a pimple or two, or I just like to conceal this area in general because I tend to be red down there. I don't know why. But yeah, and then I'll just cover up some like red spots that I see. Or any redness in general with the remaining product on here. So what else am I reading? I am also reading House Moving Castle because I only watched the anime from the Studio Ghibli. So I don't even remember the name of the author right now, but I only know the anime from Miyazaki. And since the Fairy Loot edition of House Moving Castle and the other two books came out, I was like, well, I wanted to read that anyway, so why not buy the Fairy Loot edition? So I did, and now I have to read them because I spent a bit of money on it. So yeah. I have not been up to much else these past few weeks. I've mostly been working, journaling, reading, stuff like that. Most of the time I'm just tired from work. So yeah, I actually work in healthcare. If you didn't know, I work at a doctor's office. And yeah, I do like my job, but it can be very exhausting because you have to work with so many different types of people, and I really gotta say working in healthcare is a really ungrateful job. Like if you're not a doctor or anyone in a higher position, you will not be treated right, like from the patients, especially. Like if you're not a doctor, they will treat you like the dirt under their shoes, and it's shitty. But I do actually like my job for exactly those people who don't treat us like that. The people who always have a smile on their faces even though they're sick. The ones that have understanding for us. Because we do have patients who wait for 20 minutes. Like we can literally see that on our computer. The time they like checked in, I think. But like I can literally see when the patient came in. So we'll have patients who came like 20 minutes ago who will ask us 3 times when it's their turn. And then they will come and say, yeah guys, I've waited for like almost an hour, almost 1.5 hours already. Like, dude, I can see that you came in 15 minutes ago. 15 minutes ago. Who are you trying to fool? Like, I don't know. Yeah, let's move on. So I don't actually know what I look like because the camera is a little too far away. Then I'll use this baking powder from Makeup Revolution. Can you see it? I don't think you can. Yeah, because it's good. It's a loose powder. Let's do it that way. I always put it on the back of my head because the cap is too small. I don't like putting it there. So, and then I'll just use a powder puff. Oh, I didn't think about that now. So, and I'll just go in with it and put it all around where I used my concealer. So, what was I saying? I forgot about it. Yeah, patience. But as I said, there is always like very kind patients as well. Sometimes they bring us food or like sweets, which I absolutely love. Yeah. I can talk about this. that I saw R.F.Kuang this week. I wanted to say this month, but it was this week. On Monday. She is on Katabis' tour and she came to Cologne and I bought tickets. So they were just 20 euros and I was like, what? Because it's so rare that a like American or international author is in Germany. So I had to take the chance. I had to go, even if it's in Cologne. It's like an hour and a half from where I live. Or even longer if the traffic is, you know, a bit trafficking. So, yeah, that's annoying. But as I said, for only 20 euros, guys, what else do you want? So I went there. I went by myself, actually. So, well, that was the plan. But I found out that a friend that I knew from Bookstagram, not BookTok, Bookstagram, was also going, and in Cologne as well. So I asked her to go together. So we did. But so I don't know if you guys know this, but like Deutsche Bahn is always late, which is like public transportation here in Germany. They are always late, and the train that the subway that my friend had to use was like, I think half an hour or almost an hour late. So I went there by myself first, which is unusual because I don't like to go places myself. That's out of my comfort zone and I hate doing it. So I'm using a blush now. This is from Trended Up in the shade 030. I haven't used this one in a long time though. I have been using this Kiko Milano blush, which is from their summer collection. This is in the shade 01 Golden Mocha. Let me show you what it looks like. It looks like this. Let me show you like this. Maybe it focuses then. It's like a mix of brown and red pinkish. I wouldn't say that you can use it as a bronzer as well because it's not brown enough to be a bronzer, but it is also a little more bronzed than a normal blush, and it sparkles a little bit. Like, it's not matte, which this one is. This one isn't. I have been using this one for a long time now. But today I wanted to combine them. I wanted to look I wanted to see what they look like. So as I was saying, I don't usually like to go by myself because I am an anxious person. I have literal social anxiety and I hate going places alone because I feel like everyone's looking at me and judging me. So there's that. But I was like, girl, nobody, like none of your friends know who R.F.Kuang is, but you have to go. So I just went. But I met a lovely, lovely person when I went there. So basically we were waiting outside the location to be let in because we were all a little early. You couldn't you couldn't choose your seats beforehand, which means if you come late, you'll have to sit in the back. And no one wants to do that. So there were a lot of people already there. When I arrived an hour early, actually. But there wasn't that many but there weren't that many people in front of me. Still full though. And the girl behind me asked me for if I know when they are letting us in, like at what time they are letting us in, because I had my ticket in hand. Because I had my ticket in my hand already. And from then on we started talking, and well, now we are kind of friends, I guess, I hope. I hope she sees us as friends, I do. But we had a lovely evening. My friend came late, but not too late, like the event didn't begin yet, but we were already like seated and everything. And I have to say, we managed to get into one of the front rows, which is crazy because we were a lot of people. But it was such a beautiful evening. Like R.F.Kuang's, the way she reads, her voice. Oh, I think she should start with audiobooks because her voice is so calming and she can read so well. Like, it was so nice. I loved it. Also, but the German reader as well, like I think she already is a like audiobook, I don't know, what is it called? She reads audiobooks in German. And you could tell like her reading was great as well. Oh, I didn't show you what I use. So I use something that is like so old, this is discontinued. It is the Becca Cosmetics highlighter. I don't even remember what it's called. Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Pearl. I don't think you can buy these anywhere anymore. As I said, they are discontinued. You can maybe find them on eBay or something. But I love this highlighter. But I still love this highlighter. I have been using this and this only for years now. And I don't know what to do when this like is empty, because I haven't found a matching yet. Like I haven't found one that I think is good enough to actually replace this. But yeah. What I also liked about the R.F.Kuang event was the interviewer. I think her questions were great and she had such a talent for listening and like translating at the same time, because the interviewer actually was not only listening but also translating at the same time for people who didn't really understand what they were talking about because they were talking in English. Well, I don't know what you guys think about it, but if you come to the event of an international author, wouldn't you know a little bit of English? But I don't know, maybe it's just the way I think, but like, because it was a little bit annoying, I gotta say. I mean, she really had a talent for, as I said, translating and listening at the same time. She did a great job at that, but it was very time consuming, I have to say. And the people who understood her from the beginning like had to listen to everything twice. It wasn't that great, but it wasn't like a big inconvenience either, so. Okay, so now my base is there. Well, my face base. The only thing that I have to do is my brows, my lashes and my lips, which is why I will now set my face with setting spray. And I use this one from Catrice. I don't know if you can see. I don't think it's focusing. Yes. So. This is a recommendation. This and this in combination was a recommendation from one of my friends. She actually also has YouTube. I'm gonna link her down below. Melissa, if you see this, hi. Yeah, and since I've been using these, my makeup doesn't only look immaculate, like my face looks airbrushed, but it also stays on the whole day. I have used this combination on days where it's like 35 degrees outside and I was sweating like I don't know what, but my makeup was still set. My makeup was there, and as someone who uses glasses, I always, like, my makeup on here and here always gets like taken off throughout the day because my glasses keep rubbing on my face. Guys, with these two, it will happen if you have your makeup on for the whole day, but it will not happen as much as it would without these. Like, I swear on these. And yeah, so I'll just quickly set my makeup. I actually hate doing this on my bed because everything gets wet, but for you guys I'm just gonna do it now. My hood fell. Oh my gosh. It's embarrassing because I don't have a hijab bun. And everyone who knows that a hijabi looks strange without her bun. In my opinion. Like, it's strange to my eyes. I know there are people who usually don't do buns, like, ever, and I respect that for it. I wish I could do that, but I feel strange not having a bun at the back of my head when I have my hijab on, so, yeah, I don't like, that's why I have this on this whole time. Yeah, what else did I do? The event was great. And I was able to let her sign one of my books, which I let her sign Babel because I love Babel. That book is Chef's Kiss. If you haven't read it yet, I recommend you do. And if you did, let me know what you thought about it. So, how am I gonna proceed? Oh, right. After I set my face with setting spray, I'm gonna go with my powder puff all over my face again and just tap it in real quick. And it also mattifies the whole face a little bit again, but it doesn't look too matte, if you know what I mean. I don't know if you can see this, but it looks great. I love it. So then I will go in with my brows. I'm using this brow pencil by Catrice in the shade, I can't find it. Oh, it's on the cap. In the shade 015 Ash Blonde. Yep, so let's go. So as I said, we were able to let her sign our books, but the sad thing is that we were not allowed to take pictures or like talk to her for a few minutes because it was already pretty late. Like when the event started at 8 p.m, which is already pretty late for a Monday, because I don't know how it is with other countries, but in Germany, first of all, everything closes at around 6 to 7 p.m. And second of all, everyone has to go to work the next day, so the people will be sleeping at 8 p.m. usually. So, of course not everyone, but yeah, guys, I grew up here. I live like a grandma, okay? So, do with that information what you will. But, so it was pretty late already, and the event, like the actual interview, ended around 10 p.m. So as I said, it was pretty late. But as I said, we were able to let our copies But as I said, we were able to let her sign one of our copies. Everyone was allowed one book. And sadly, we were, as I said, not allowed to take any pictures. Otherwise, I would have done so. Because they didn't want to take up much more time. So that was a little bit sad. I couldn't really talk to her, but I could tell that she's like one of the sweetest person ever. She is so sweet. Like, she had on a smile the whole night. She has great humor. I love her humor. And she was so sweet. She was so kind. Like, you just go there. I was so nervous. As I said, I have social anxiety. I went there and I'm like, the whole time, because I'm so excited about it, I'm like, hi. And I didn't talk, like, I didn't say anything. And she's just, hi, and this, and she's smiling at me, and I'm just so overwhelmed by everything. Like, I didn't know what to do. It was kind of embarrassing. But, yeah, I mean, what can I say? It is what it is. Hopefully I'll get the chance to, like, go to another of her tours to actually talk to her and not just smile in her face like a freaking I don't know what. So, yeah. I feel like I did not get my brow right this time. But whatever. Oh, you know what I always forget about when I do my makeup? I forget to put highlighter under my brow in my inner corner. I always forget about that. But it doesn't matter now. I'm not gonna do it now. Maybe I'll do it later. I usually just leave it like that. So yeah. Well, and since Monday I've just been working. Oh guys, I have to tell you, like, I have been sick for like more than a week now. Like, I don't know what I have. I think I have a cold, but I had a runny nose, I had an itchy throat, I had such an annoying headache. Please excuse me for... So please excuse if I am sitting differently or anything. My phone just ended my recording because I got a notification. Yeah, where was I? I was talking about being sick. So I don't have a fever or anything, but it's strange. I just have a cold, but I feel shitty. But I still go to work because I don't have fever, so it is what it is. Yeah. Oh, and that has been a little hard on me because on Sunday we went to my cousin's, who lives like 4 hours away from us, and we only went for 1 hour. The reason is my sister goes to university, like in Karlsruhe, and she actually has to go there in person. Usually she just studies from home, but on that day she had to go there in person, so we drove her there and she stayed a few days. But well, she had to get there somehow, and she wasn't able to get a train ticket that isn't like 100 euros. Oh my god, I can't talk. So yeah, we had to drive her there. And as I said, I have been sick then already, so sitting 4 hours in a car wasn't great. I didn't go alone though, my mom drove, and I didn't want to leave her alone. That's why I went with her. And that was the night before meeting R.F.Kuang, which means I am not only sick, but I am tired from being on the road the whole day. I am tired from not sleeping enough because we were home at 1 a.m. in the morning on Monday. And I was tired because I went to work as well afterwards. Like, I woke up at around 6, got ready, got to work from 8 to 12, and then I got home and got ready. I don't know, I didn't even like sleep for an hour or something. After work, I went straight to get ready and went straight to Cologne. So that was a really hard day. But thank God I got through it. So I can't really talk doing this because I fear of like accidentally ripping all my eyelashes out. Because I actually had a few friends happen to a few friends of mine, and I'm absolutely scared about that because I don't want to lose my eyelashes. I think nobody does. So I'm using this, what's it called? I'm using this mascara from Essence. I'm sure every one of you knows this mascara. I'll just put on some... I was thinking about maybe doing an eyeshadow look, but to be honest, first of all, I hate doing eyeshadow on my eyes because I have such hooded eyes. You usually can't see a thing. And second of all, I don't think it will last long because it never does. Like, every time I do my eye makeup, it gets in the crease, or I don't know, at the end of the day it's just not there anymore, or it is smudged all around my eyes. I don't know where it goes, I don't know how it goes, but like, oh, and I have like really runny eyes, so, or like sensitive. If I put anything in the corner of my eyes, like in here, like an eyeliner or anything, my eyes will not stop watering for the whole day and everything will be everywhere. So I just don't do any eye makeup at all. I just leave it as it is. And yeah, I have to live with that. So I'll just do my other eye real quick. Ooh, but I can tell you about the video that I was initially wanting to do, or like wanting to upload this week. So I actually wanted to talk about my journaling ecosystem, because I myself had a big struggle with maintaining to journal, or with journaling itself, because I always felt like it's an obligation and it's a chore. I didn't really want to do it. I just had to force myself to do that, and I don't know, I couldn't relate to those people who like loved journaling all day every day, and I found it, as I said, I just found it difficult to find the time for it as well. But I gotta say, the only ways of journaling that I knew back then were bullet journaling or like habit tracking or something. So I didn't really know what to do with that, to be honest. And I couldn't, as I said, I had difficulties with doing it every day, because I felt like I had to deliver every day. I felt like I have to write a like dramatic story or something exciting, because I felt like I have a public that I am writing to, if that makes sense. And I don't know, I felt like not being enough or not doing enough for and I just felt like I'm not like living enough or like doing enough in my life to be journaling every day, which made it difficult for me to maintain writing every day. Wait, I have to concentrate because I hate doing my lower lashes. Yeah, so what was I saying? Journaling, yes, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, so listen, I don't have anything against bullet journaling itself. I just found it very overwhelming, and I couldn't keep up with it all the time, because I'm gonna be honest with you, bullet journaling, I love bullet journaling, oh my god. I love the way it looks, I love that it is aesthetically pleasing, I love the time and effort people put in, but I didn't always have the time or the energy to do it. Like, I have such a respect for people who like actively bullet journal every day with like everything, with like doodles on it or drawings or stickers or everything. Because I most of the time don't feel like it, or I didn't feel like it. And as I said, it made me feel overwhelmed. Most of the time I didn't really have the energy to do it, or even the time. Like when I was doing my apprenticeship, I worked 2 jobs. So the first job was my apprenticeship, which in Germany you go to school 2 days in the week and you go to work 3 days, like the other 3 days of the week. And I was working at a hospital back then, which means I worked like all the time from 8 to 4, or like from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sometimes I would work from 12 p.m. till 8 p.m. Like my whole day is just gone. And after working in the hospital, you don't have the energy to do anything because you have so much to do. It takes so much of your energy to work in a hospital. Of course, it matters where in the hospital you work, in what direction? It's called direction? Fachrichtung, Leute. Google what Fachrichtung means. So, but as I said, I was tired most of the time. I was still trying to like do all my coursework, or not coursework, like my homework, and trying to study for the upcoming exams and stuff. So I had a lot to do as it was. But then I also had my second job, which is the one that I did on weekends and on the holidays. So I was working 24/7. And most of the time I didn't have the energy to journal, so I didn't do it. But now I found myself a system where I actually can, and that's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so. Oh, now I'm gonna use this lip liner from Essence in the shade 18 Run Don't Walk. It's a brown lip liner. So what I like to do, oh my god, I was so quiet for a second. So what I like to do is I'll just line, not everything, but like only the top half of it. And I'm just gonna, I still have a little bit of chapstick on, so I'll just like smudge this around to the corners like this, so it doesn't look so sharp. Then I'll just go over it again. To fill it up again a little bit. This is what it looks like. And on the bottom half, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna start in the middle. Oh, maybe I should stop talking. And then I will go in with my finger and yes, smudge it out. Go in again, smudge out again, and then it looks like this. You can leave it like this, you can put a matte lipstick on if you want. I usually go with a lip gloss, and it changes on depending what like look I'm trying to go for. So if I want something natural, I will go with the Kiko Milano Hydra lip gloss in the shade 20, which is this shade. Or if I want something more autumny, since it's fall season now, I'll go with the Kiko Milano in the shade 44. It's like this beautiful brown with like pink and red sparkles in it, and a little gold. It's beautiful. The thing is, I have like 2 lip combinations that I can do now. I don't know which one to go with, because the second one I have is with a lipstick and a lip oil. So I would usually, if I'm going for a like dark red brownish lip, I would use the Revlon lipstick in 535 Rum Raisin. Can you see? Does it focus? There it is. I absolutely love this shade. And the e.l.f. Cosmetics, like, what is it? Reviving Lip Oil in the shade, I literally can't see. Jam Session. It has to be Jam Session, I'm pretty sure. So I'm thinking about which lip gloss to go with. Let me think. You know what? Let's go with a bolder lip. Let's go with the Revlon and the e.l.f. one. So this one, because it's very dark and pigmented, it's like this. It's actually darker in real life. I don't know why it's this light in the camera. But like, I'll just dab it on because it's really pigmented as well. I'm just gonna do like this. And I won't go to the corners because then it looks unnatural again. So this is what it looks like now. You can also leave it like this. But as I said, I always love a little gloss over it. So I'm gonna use the e.l.f. lip oil and just go over it. Ooh, it's almost empty, but I don't want to buy a new one because I don't want to support e.l.f. anymore. So, oh, that was a bit much. And that's it. This is the lip combo that I went for today. So let me actually get these contact lenses out and get my glasses on again, because the contact lenses are okay, but I can't see like the things that are further away from me. Okay, so finally I have my glasses back on. It's not like that, I don't know, contact lenses are, what is it called? Uncomfortable in the eye. but it's, I don't know, I don't like myself without glasses. It looks strange, I feel strange. Yeah, so what do we say of this look? I think it also kind of looks like I'm a little cold. And what do we say about the base? Do you think it actually looks airbrushed, or am I just delusional or blind? Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.